Hey guys, well, we have arrived at the end of the Justin Pike diary. This is going to be the last entry. The diary ends, like I said, I think earlier, in June, I believe. So he gets home and pretty quickly stops writing in that diary. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that's really followed this little series of videos, for all of you guys that pitched in and helped me locate the family so that I can return it. And for you guys that are here for the metal detecting, I appreciate your patience with this. I know it's not for everybody, and I'm good with that. I have not given up on the metal detecting. It actually turned out to be really good timing, because I managed to damage my knee at work, and I was banged up pretty good there and hobbling around, and that made digging an impossibility. So, but it's feeling better now. I've got a new permission lined up. We're going to be on that really quickly. So metal detecting videos will resume. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy this last installment of the diary, the last little bit of Justin Pike's story.
Alright, so just to recap, Justin has left Bourbon-l'Aubaine, and he is now embarked upon the USS Powhatan troop ship, carrying the guys back home across the ocean. May 7th, 1919, first day on the ship. Clear and sunshine all day. We are on our way to the good old USA. Hurrah! The sea is very calm, and the ship rides smooth. So far, I have not felt sick. Cloudy all day, but no rain. I am reading The 61st Second by Owen Johnson. I googled that book, and it has something to do with like a financial crisis. I think it's a novel written about a coming financial crisis, which is very interesting considering that the Great Depression has not happened yet, but is about to happen. So maybe Owen Johnson was on to something. Friday the 9th. We passed through a little squall of rain about 10 a.m. Then the sun came out, and the rest of the day was beautiful and clear. Clear and sunshine all day. Last night, a 72-mile-an-hour gale blew in, and it sure was rough. It is darn rough today. The waves look like mountains and break over the well decks. Clear but windy all day. The sea sure is rough, and the ship bobs up and down like an old canoe. We only made 149 miles today. I felt pretty sick all day and threw up. Clear and windy, waves like mountains. We made 176 miles. Check this out. Man overboard did not get him. Wow, rough. I feel much better today. Windy but clear all day. We made 192 miles. I don't feel extra good. Be glad when this trip is finished. Rain and windy all day. We made 275 miles. I feel a little better today, but don't eat much. This has been a pretty rough voyage so far. This evening, the movie machine caught a fire and was destroyed. No movies. Although apparently they do get this thing fixed, or they have another one. You'll see that in a minute. Clear and beautiful all day. Sea very calm. We made 258 miles. I feel pretty good today. Boat seems to be going darn slow. Clear and beautiful at sea all day. Sea very calm. We made 246 miles from noon yesterday up to noon today. Okay, this next one, I swear that looks like he's saying pretty rotten. but it doesn't make sense with what he says next, which says, I feel very good today, ate 3 good meals. So I'm not sure, but it looks like it says pretty rotten, and the mileage seemed to be pretty good compared to some other days, so I'm not sure if that's what he said or not. Beautiful. Clear weather all day, calm as a lake. We made 169 miles. In the evening, I saw the movies, so they got it fixed. And it sure makes a great picture on the ship to see the boys crowded to get together on the rear deck and on the rigging. So, boy, you can get a picture of that. All those guys all over the deck of the ship, sitting side by side, packed in so they can catch a movie. Clear and calm at sea all day. We made 263 miles. Clear and beautiful, very calm sea all day. We made 285 miles. I feel pretty good. Made out a telegram to Mother of safe arrival to be sent when ship arrives at port. We expect to get in port tomorrow sometime. So they're almost there. I am writing this on the steamer rail. Today the weather is most beautiful and clear, plenty of sunshine. We ran into considerable foggy weather which delayed us. It is now 4:15 p.m. and raining hard. We landed at Newport News at 10 p.m. Marched to Camp Stewart and turned in at 12 p.m. So he's back on home soil. Rain a little in the morning. We just finished going through the delouser. It is 3:30 p.m., cloudy and slightly rainy. I've heard, I like listening to military podcasts, and all military guys talk about military red tape, and you're going to see that in fine form right here because, you know, he's home, back in port. He's just a few miles from his own house, but he's not home yet. Beautiful and clear all day. Taking things easy all day. Just had a haircut. Received 2 letters from home. Clear and very warm all day. We were issued new clothing. I'm in excellent health. Clear but cloudy, off and on all day. We stood 2 field inspections. Can't see why they keep us here so long. Guess all that we can do is wait and then wait some more. I wrote this on the YMCA porch, Camp Stewart, down by the beach. It is now 7 p.m. Rained very hard at 7 a.m. Rest of the day clear and warm. I'm in excellent health, but wish they would send us home. I left at 12:30 a.m. trolley for Old Point Comfort, I think, and took boat to Willoughby something, took trolley to Norfolk, took boat to Newport News, and trolley to camp. Clear and very warm all day. I took things easy all day on the YMCA porch. Clear and very warm all day. Took things easy on the YMCA porch. Sorry, read that twice. Clear and very warm all day. We left barracks at 7:30 a.m. with packs. We entrained and pulled out of Camp Stewart at 8:15 a.m. We crossed the Potomac River into Washington at 2:45 p.m. and arrived at Camp Dix at 12 p.m. Clear and warm all day, things easy all day. We are waiting for our discharges. It's amazing how many days they just spend waiting on paperwork, waiting to be discharged. That had to be extremely frustrating. Clear and beautiful all day, very warm. We went through the mill, as it is called, for discharge papers, and it sure was a lot of red tape. Clear and beautiful all day. Very warm. Took things easy all day in the woods. I wonder if I will be home by this time. I cannot make this next word out. It says this May 2nd, 1919. And then something after that. That whole 2 sentences are pretty much a mystery to me. I guess he's just saying I wish I'd be home soon. Clear and beautiful all day. Took things easy all day. That's Sunday, June 1st. Now we've arrived at Monday, June 2nd. Clear and very hot all day. We were marched over to the mill at 1 o'clock p.m. Received our pay and discharge. Took the 3 p.m. train for Camden and arrived in the house at 5 p.m. Feeling fine. The finish of this war for me. And boy, if there was ever a period put on paper, there it is. So that's it. That's the end of his journal. There are a few more entries in it, but what we find, as you see, he almost immediately stops writing in this diary. He picks up a little bit here and there, but what we see is he almost turns the diary, what's left of the diary, into a little bit of a ledger. And it's a little bit interesting, but it's very, very repetitive. So we'll just look at briefly just a few of these. I spent something on all the screws for somebody's for the hops porch. Father owes me for this. He's helping his father do some construction work. Worked all day with father on porch screws for Sharp on Princess Avenue. Father owes me for today. Then he marks paid. I worked from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the porch. Finished up with father, or finished up. Father owes me for this. Paid. Father paid me $8 for June 9th, 11th, and 12th. So that's it. Throughout the whole rest of the journal, you see there's just large blank spaces interspersed with these little notes of how much money he was owed, what work he did when he completed, or he's working on Robert's garage. And the further that it goes, the less that it gets, but there's really nothing else in the journal. So somebody stated in the comments that because this journal started, this diary started on January 1st of 1919, that there had to be another diary. And I can't help but agree. So, you know, that's probably lost to history forever, but another diary somewhere out there that it covered probably from June of 1918, when he would have left the U.S., right up through his time at the front and the things that he did there. And what we have is the remainder. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed going through this. Like I said, I know this was kind of more for me than anybody else. I just wanted a record of the diary for myself. I wanted to share its story with all of you, but the main goal was to finally return this little diary back to the Wright family. I got to share this with you too. 21 years I've had this thing, and this little flap right here I have always assumed was just like loose binding, and it wasn't until just the other day that I looked at it very close and I noticed that it was stitched and it's hollow right there. So that was a place for a pencil. That would have stored his little writing pencil. So just a little thing you notice after 21 years. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We'll catch you later. We may be doing something similar to this, but not anytime soon. It'll be a little bit. Thanks for watching.